Potter friends, it's brand new Simply Potter, and today I'm at Universal Studios Orlando here in Diagon Alley getting ready to shoot the most requested video that I get for the channel, which is tips for visiting the Wizarding World for the very first time. I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoy the tips. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to click the subscribe button and notification bell down below because I'm shooting all of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter videos while I'm here on my trip. Now, let's get to it. My first tip for visiting the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for the first time is to make sure that you make Ollivander your first stop of the trip, because this place gets super crowded during the day. As you can see, there are a bunch of people walking behind me right now. I am here for early park admission, so the park hasn't even opened up to everybody yet. This is only for annual pass holders and hotel guests, and it's already kind of busy here. So if you're planning on buying a wand, stop here first. And I cannot recommend enough going to the wand show that happens here with Ollivander. It is super awesome, and I have some tips for you for being the person who gets chosen during the show. So step one, you're gonna want to dress up in your Harry Potter gear, which if you're watching my channel, you're probably already gonna do, right? And walk in to the shop and just look overjoyed the entire time, which you're also probably gonna do unless you're dead tired from not sleeping, which tends to happen here a lot. Check out all of the walls, everything that's going on, point them out to the people who are in your group with you if you're in a group, and just stay smiley and enthusiastic. And step 3, if you are here celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, your first time, you can stop by guest services at the front of the park and get buttons for these occasions. So if you have these buttons on, you are more likely to get chosen for the show. So get decked out in all of your Harry Potter gear, look super enthusiastic, and make sure to sport those buttons if you are here for any of the occasions that I listed. The second tip is to catch the dragon going off. So you can't really see it right now behind me because it's being washed out by the lighting, but there is a dragon on top of Gringotts Bank, and the dragon goes off every 10 minutes. So at 110, 120, 130, so hop over to the front area and make sure you capture a video. You'll hear the dragon roar one time, kind of alerting people, and then you'll hear a couple more leading up to its giant show. So have your cameras ready when you start to hear the roars from the dragon. You can hear the dragon getting ready to go off. It's doing its roar, getting ready to tell you. So this is when you want to get your cameras pulled out and ready. This is my favorite spot to catch this view, is right here in front of the knitting that happens at the wool shop across from Madame Malkin's. I think it's the perfect shot because you can see the flames coming right out of the mouth of the dragon. Another thing that you're going to want to make a priority when you are coming for the first time to hustle and do really quick is ride the Escape from Gringotts ride, because I'm here in January. It is off season. On Saturday, this ride still got up to a 100-minute wait, which is almost 2 hours long, and right now I'm here for early park admission. It's only 10 minutes. If you head over here right when the park opens, you're not gonna wait over 30 minutes for the ride, so it is the absolute best time to do it. So after you grab your wand, head over and ride Gringotts. The next tip I have is to check out the shows in Diagon Alley that happen on this stage behind me. There are two. There's Celestina and her Banshees, and there is a Tales of Beetle the Bard show, and those shows change up year round. I can't remember which one's which, but one starts at the top of every hour and one starts at the half of every hour. So come by and make sure you see them, because They are pure magic in and of themselves. Make sure after you get your wand to run around and do all the spells, that's why you got it right. This is what we've been dreaming of for years. So you'll get a map with your wand that shows you all of the locations or doing spells. I'm standing outside of one now. I wanted to show you what you're looking for when you do the magic. There are these emblems here on the ground that will show you the spell and the wand motion that you need to do. And aside from having your map and checking out spells, there are 2 hidden spells in the park. I'm standing outside of one, and I am going to be making a video completely about the hidden spells, where they are and what they do, with Harry Potter junkie Megan. So be sure to check out that video if you want to see where the hidden spells in Diagon Alley are. Do not forget to snag some food here in Diagon. There's some great food. Behind me is the Leaky Cauldron. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is my favorite as a vegetarian. There's not a lot to eat in here, even less for a vegan. So they have loads of good options, and the price for them is around $10 to $18 if I remember right for a meal. So just plan that in your budget and make sure to stop by at least once. And while you're here, be sure to snag a Butterbeer. There are many different varieties that you can try. In the winter months, you can snag a warm butterbeer, and year-round you can get a regular cold butterbeer, a frozen butterbeer, or butterbeer ice cream. You can get them at 2 locations here in Diagon Alley: the Fountain of Fair Fortune and the Hopping Pot. The Hopping Pot tends to be the better place to snag one because everyone goes to the Fountain of Fair Fortune because it is the butterbeer location, so they don't think to go over and snag one at the Hopping Pot. This place behind me is easily the most underrated place to eat in the wizarding world. It's this little stand here outside of Grimmauld Place, and they sell jacket potatoes. They are really cheap, they are huge, and they're easy to split with someone else. They are around $9, and I like to snag one and go sit on the steps inside Diagon Alley outside of the Gringotts Bank Ride and just watch all of the muggles. People watching is one of my favorite things to do. But don't forget to check out this little stand here if you're looking for a quick bite without having to sit down at a restaurant and do the full-blown meal. Don't forget to check out all of the fun things outside of Diagon Alley before you walk in. I'm standing in front of number 12 Grimmauld Place. There is a myth out there that if you knock on the door, Creature will take a look. This is not true. So if you knock on the door and Creature doesn't come, know that there is a Creature. He will peek out of the window. Just stand and be patient, and he will poke his little head out. There's Creature taking a peek. Outside, there's also a night bus with conductors, and if you go poke around the back, you can take a look in the full night bus. Make sure you stop by them and talk and get a picture because they're freaking hilarious. There's also a telephone box, and a lot of people stop and get a photo op here because these are the ones that you see around England. But what people don't know is that you can go in and actually dial the phone, and if you dial magic on the phone, it does a little something something, so be sure to stop in there and do that on your way into Diagon Alley. The biggest tip I have for visiting the Wizarding World for the first time, it's not about the spells, it's not about the shops, it's not about the rides, it's to look around. There is so much to see. There are hidden Easter eggs all over the park. I've been here God knows how many times now, and I still see new things. I'm standing outside the Weasley shop, and this wall here is just full of things to look at in and of itself. And I'm making an entire video when I come back the next time about all of the things to see that are hidden in the park. There, just to start, is a actual leaky cauldron outside the Leaky Cauldron that leaks water. Inside the magical menagerie, there is a crumblehorn snorkack, which is the beast that the Lovegoods believe in, and signs are all around the park that have little fun things to read that you should totally check out. And if you stand outside of the Daily Prophet, you can hear quills writing and you can hear stories being said.
This one says Wizard Chess deserves as much coverage as Quidditch in our sports section.
be sure to check out all the things. Don't rush to the park, take your time. It is absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and your first trip to Universal Studios, to the Wizarding World. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And if you have any tips for first timers, be sure to drop them in the comments below. And until next time, stay magical, my friends.